quality service that Kelly's Massage has available for you. Kelly's Massage, you can check them out on Facebook, and the walk-ins you can find 928 Broadwater, and going suite number 204 for Kelly's Massage. $10 off. 61 in Billings. LivinLargeLanding.com. Redline Computer Studios, West Billings, across from Goodwill. Another warm one in Billings, Montana today, at about 94 or so. A true coupon book, a coupon magazine. It's actually the size that you can actually read through and see what's offered and see the prices. Practical couponing with Hometown Values Savings Magazine. Maybe you've seen it. It comes through the mail to your house. Don't toss it. There's Hometown Values magazine for each section of Billings and Laurel. Look for Hometown Values Savings Magazine, and which recent issues have been known to you. Check them out. Give them a try. Hometown Values. Our news update continues, courtesy of KTVQ.com. Also use Color8.com as a source, and the Billings Gazette. Also, our state news writer, Brian Bennett. As many as 120 Colstrip area residents rallied outside the Colstrip power plants early on Wednesday morning. The rally took place as utility executives representing the companies that own shares in the Colstrip generating complex held a meeting at the plant site earlier in the month. A lawsuit settlement specified July of 2022 as the dates by which Colstrip Units 1 and 2 will be shut down. Republican candidate for Governor Greg Gianforte announced on Wednesday he will not keep the state salary if he's elected. Instead, he'll dedicate the money to a special manufacturing scholarship for veterans and low-income Montanans. The scholarships provide 50% tuition assistance for welding and machine certificates at Montana Tudor campuses. By the way, Montana governor earns a salary of about $100,000 per year. The 19-year-old man killed in a motorcycle crash early on Sunday morning has now been identified. Village resident Brandon Englund died when he lost control of the motorcycle after striking a curb along Alkali Creek Road near Aronson Avenue. He struck a guardrail and the motorcycle caught fire. He was wearing a helmet at the time of the crash, but Yellowstone County Deputy Coroner Chief Cliff Mahoney said he suffered multiple blunt force trauma injuries. The owner of a Billings athletic store on Grand Avenue thought business would boom once he became licensed to sell a highly coveted shoe line, but due to construction, traffic to his business is now non-existent. As the athlete's foot has shut down on his final day of business, Jay Johansson weighing up just one sale of $227. The $3.8 million project, which is a complete redesign of Green Avenue from 32nd Street to Shiloh Road, is on track to reopen August 9th. Again, the athlete's foot's shoe store is shut down. According to Census Bureau estimates, Bozeman gained 1,760 new residents between 2014 and 2015, bringing the city to 43,400 residents in Bozeman. The city-level statistics put the city's growth rate at 4.2%, well above comparable communities both in Montana and regionally for cities that size. Earlier in the year, Yellowstone National Park released a plan to send some of its 5,000 bison to the Fort Peck Indian Reservation as state, federal, and tribal officials haggle over the details. 49 bison sit in corrals at the northern edge of the park, awaiting word on whether they'll be set free or sent to that reservation. The old James Batten Federal Courthouse in downtown Billings has been sold again to an Alaskan company this time, WC Commercial LLC. It intends to turn the over 213,000 square foot building into office space after it removes asbestos from that building in downtown Billings. Attorney General Tim Fox announced July 8th that Montana would join 20 other states challenging the directive by the U.S. Department of Education and Justice in transgender bathroom guidance. Wednesday, Governor Steve Bullock criticized the decision, but said, quotes, "It's his decision," end quote. Every year, the state's best golfers gather for the state amateur tournament somewhere in Montana. This year, it's at Lowell's Golf Club, where a field of 138 are teeing off beginning on Thursday morning in a 3-day tournament. That glance at moves around Billings and Montana here, LivinLargeLanding.com. This is a broadcast broadcast on YouTube and TuneIn smartphone app from the Redline Computer Studios in West Berlin next to the Wave Car Wash here. New season, new haircuts. If it's time, I get my haircut every 6 weeks from Jim and Austin's Barber Shop in Billings Heights at 2225 Main Street in the Heights. The best $10 haircut you'll ever have. And Jim and Austin's Barber Shop, they're trained to be barbers. Basic haircut, $10, 10 minutes in and out. Jim and Austin's Barber Shop, 2225 Main in the Billings Heights. Proud supporters of the Billings Wolves for 2016. And like them on Facebook, Jim and Austin's Barber Shop in Billings Heights.
Livin Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
Billings area forecast on the show from Top Sandwich Company across from Shopkill and Billings off of King and 24th Street West. Top Sandwich Company delivery. It's free. Even one sandwich at Top Sandwich Company. In the 80s last week, complete change this week, 95 to the century mark. Close to 100 degrees by midweek around Billings, Montana this week. And it goes through, the 90s go through a good part of next week as well. So take a look at the forecast, an extended look at livinlargeland.com. Click on the weather tab. Anytime the forecast on the show. Courtesy of Top Sandwich Company with catering and again free delivery. Top Sandwich Company, locally owned across from Shopco and Billings. Top's Sandwich Company. Follow the story of N2 Cryotherapy in Billings at their website as well. N2cryo.com. There's videos. There's information on what cryotherapy as a health component in your life is all about, and also information about N2 Cryotherapy, giving you the opportunity to be the best person you can be this year with athletic recovery. N2 Cryotherapy, 805 24th Street West in Billings, Suite number 4, and N2cryo.com.
Livin Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
What is going on is brought to you by Bighorn Inspection, Petrochemical and Refining Inspection. Check them out, Bighorn Inspection, bighorninspection.com. Billings Kiwanis, the amusement park took July off, and we'll take a good part of August off, but come back in August with movies in the park. Through the Billings Kiwanis, August 26th, Save the Date, Finding Nemo will show at Rose Park through the Billings Kiwanis. Mulligans for Memories, the 3rd Annual Alzheimer's Association Golf Scramble. That is coming up in August 12th. Get your foursome registered. Late registration going on as we speak. We talked to Alicia at 690-8687. Each foursome costs $500. Proceeds go to benefit the 2016 Walk to End Alzheimer's through the Alzheimer's Association. And special thanks to the major sponsor of Mulligans for Memories Golf Tournament at Lake Hills on August 12th, Morningstar Senior Living of Billings. And Slide the City is back for its 3rd summer in a row here in Billings. The date is September 10th. Particulars and final details are still being taken care of as we speak. September 10th, though, for Slide the City. Zoo Montana, in association with Exit Realty Yellowstone, the Boys and Girls Club, Pillars of Post-Home Inspections, Texas Roadhouse, and Terry Porto, Love Studios, have teamed up to raise money for the zoo and obtain sports equipment for the Boys and Girls Club. The Exit Realty Smart Car is, as we speak, filled with sporting goods and equipment. The location to guests and the items in the Exit Realty Smart Car and dollar donation will help out. The locations are Shields on Wednesday the 20th, 3 to 8, same for Thursday the 21st, 3 to 8. And then over at Texas Roadhouse, 4 to 9 p.m. on July 22nd, and July 23rd and July 24th. 4th at Zoo, Montana, beginning at 10 a.m. The summer lunch program for kids begin or continue actually through August 12th in various parks. Noon to 1 for free lunch for the kids. Pinewood Park, Central Park, North Park, Castle Rock, Crow Arrowhead Park, Glen Park, South Park. All the bands going through August 12th with the summer lunch program. Let's a glance at what is going on around town. The segment is brought to you by Bighorn Inspection. BighornInspection.com. It seems everywhere you look there's values, there's coupons for this, coupons for that. But if you want the true value, get Hometown Values. Get it, well, it's mailed to your home. Thousands get the Hometown Values magazine, and it is the real size of the magazine. It's not the size of the palm of your hand. And look through it. Practical items, Hometown Values for each section of our area. Hometown Values, Billings and Laurel. It's probably on your counter right now, by the way, or your mailbox. Log on to myhometownvalues.com. Carrie's Massage. Yeah, new place for a massage. Carrie's Massage. Check her out. And she's at 928 Broadwater, Suite number 204. Been open for a couple of months now and offering great services. Swedish, deep tissue, hot stone, prenatal massage. Not every massage therapist does prenatal massage. Carrie's Massage does. And if you're a new customer, and you get $10 off any offer, any service that Carrie's Massage has available for you. Carrie's Massage, you can check them out on Facebook, and the walk-ins you can find 928 Broadwater, and going Suite number 204 for Carrie's Massage. $10 off. New season, new haircuts. If it's time, I get my haircut every 6 weeks from Jim and Austin's Barber Shop in Billings Heights at 2225 Main Street in the Heights. The best $10 haircut you'll ever have. And Jim and Austin's Barber Shop, they're trained to be barbers. Basic haircut, $10. 10 minutes in and out. Jim and Austin's Barber Shop, 2225 Main in the Billings Heights. Proud supporters of the Billings Wolves for 2016. And like them on Facebook, Jim and Austin's Barber Shop in Billings Heights.
Livin Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
Teachers Union has filed an unfair labor practices complaint against the Lockwood School District in Billings over the elimination of 10 paraprofessional positions in May. The complaint filed on Tuesday with the Montana Department of Labor disputes district officials' contention that the cuts were forced because of budget constraints. Records say tribal officials in Montana detained dozens of people because they didn't want street people or transients to be the face of a rodeo event on the Fort Peck Indian Reservation. The minutes of a tribal committee meeting and a Bureau of Indian Affairs investigation seemed to support a civil rights lawsuit by plaintiffs saying they were held in inhumane conditions and released the next day with no charges being filed. The Montana Supreme Court has reversed a jury decision ordering the city of Colstrip to pay its former police chief nearly $300,000 in damages for wrongful termination. The state's high court ruled Tuesday that the city was justified in firing Larry Reinsloder in 2012 because of his many instances of misconduct, and that's in quotes. Deer Lodge officials are asking a judge to block the state's plans to move its Title and Registration Bureau to Helena. City Attorney Jeffrey Hinnon filed a request for an injunction Monday after Deer Lodge council members approved the move. The city is fighting to keep the government office and its 37 jobs right there in Deer Lodge. Motor Vehicle Division Administrator Sarah Garcia announced last month that the state decided to relocate the bureau to Helena. The move is expected to happen coming up in November. Governor Steve Bullock unveiled proposals Tuesday for what he said would aid the creation of jobs in Montana and incentives for businesses. Bullock said he plans to put 3 proposals before the 2017 legislative session: incentivize business to locate in Montana, offer incentives to businesses to hire workers, and provide on-the-job training and help veterans return to work by giving businesses a $2,000 tax credit for every veteran hired. A former prisoner who helped smuggle drugs into Montana State Prison last year pleaded guilty on Tuesday to one of his charges as part of a plea agreement with prosecutors in return for Cadero Metzger's guilty plea, who charged of conspiracy in U.S. District Court in Missoula. 3 of his 4 original charges were dropped. Montana National Guard soldiers will be deployed to Romania next week. They'll participate in an international exercise with about 2,800 military personnel from 10 other nations. Tori Tillett of Billings was charged Monday by prosecutors who alleged she slashed the tires of her ex-boyfriend's car and then tried to run him over. Dylan Allen defended himself by shooting at her car several times. Tillett was arrested after she yelled at an officer and refused to provide a statement. Sports. Edwin Encarnacion hit his 25th home run. Aaron Sanchez won his 9th straight decision, and the Toronto Blue Jays beat the Arizona Diamondbacks 5-1. Tiger Woods, who is 4 major titles behind Jack Nicklaus's record of 18, will have to wait until at least next year to cut into Jack's lead for the first time in his career. The injury-plagued Woods will miss all 4 majors in one season, passing on next month's PGA Championship as he continues to recover from back surgery. State regional news and sports, I'm Livin Large.
The Red Line Computer Studios, West Billings, across from Goodwill, in 61. Muggy morning in Billings, mid-90s, again for Thursday. And Century Mark maybe by Friday in Billings. You can catch a expanded forecast at livinlargelarry.com. Click on the weather tab. What's going on around town? We mentioned earlier in the week there was 3 small county fairs. Stillwater County Fair, also the Muscle Shell Golden Valley 4-H Fair, and Rosebud Treasure County Fair, all going on until Saturday. And we're playing in Forsyth at the Rosebud Treasure County Fair on Saturday. Ian McCoy, great artist, lots of energy. So 3 area fairs around our area. Columbus, Forsyth, Roundup. What's going on? Courtesy of Bighorn Inspection, Petrochemical and Refinery Inspection, BighornInspection.com. A talk with Bailey Green from the Muscle Shell Golden Valley 4-H Fair in Roundup. On the way. She's 17, very articulate. You'll meet the best visit I had on my afternoon show on KGHL Radio on Wednesday. In just a couple of minutes here from Red Line Computer Studios. Next to the Wave Car Wash off King and 29th in West Billings, Montana. LiveALargeLarry.com. Cindy Graff and her crew at N2 Cryotherapy, 805 24th Street West, Suite number 4, is excited about the evolution and the growth of N2 Cryotherapy. They've been in Billings, N2 Cryotherapy, since last July, and business is growing. And as of right now, she's targeting athletes, as in high school athletes or college or professional, for the wellness therapy out called cryotherapy. You can learn a little bit more about cryotherapy at n2cryo.com. N2 Cryotherapy, the only one in this region. N2 Cryotherapy, 805 24th Street West, Suite number 4.
Livin Large Larry live from the Red Line Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
Our Billings area forecast on the show from Top Sandwich Company across from Shopkill and Billings off of King and 24th Street West. Top Sandwich Company delivery is free, even one sandwich at Top Sandwich Company. In the 80s last week, complete change this week, 95 to the century mark. Close to 100 degrees by midweek around Billings, Montana this week. And it goes through, the 90s go through a good part of next week as well. So take a look at the forecast, an extended look at livinlargeland.com. Click on the weather tab. Anytime the forecast on the show, courtesy of Top Sandwich Company with catering and free delivery. Top Sandwich Company, locally known across from Shopco and Billings. Top's Sandwich Company.
Livin Large Larry live from the Red Line Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
Today's sponsor on Livin Large Larry Live is brought to you by Keystone Mortgage in their new location, 248-7124. And you can check them out and visit them at 2442 First Avenue North, then right across from the pump station in downtown Billings. Keystone Mortgage Company, you aren't just a number, you're our number one priority. Keystone Mortgage.
We're talking Muscle Shell Golden Valley 4-H Fair in Roundup. Bailey Green, hi. Bailey?
Hi.
You are 17 years of age.
Yes.
And you live where? You graduated high school from where? And give us a little bit of background about yourself.
I live in Roundup, and I graduated from Roundup High School, and I will be attending University of Great Falls in the fall.
Will you be an Argonaut?
Yes,
Is
I'm
that what
going to
it's
be.
still called?
Yeah, I'm going to be running on their cross-country and track team. So,
Did you get a scholarship?
yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, that takes a lot of discipline. my two boys, they're young men now, but when they were in school, Devin wanted to drive cross country. He did it one season. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Class of 2016.
Yep.
Roundup High School. All right. Muscle Shell Golden Valley 4-H. How did you get started in that?
Well, my aunt started working as a secretary at the extension office, and she told my mom about how great 4-H was.
And you were like, how old?
I was like 8, and then the next year I was going to be 9, and so when you're 9 in 4-H, you can actually compete and get like the big prizes, because when you're younger than that, you're a clover bud and you get some prizes, but it starts when you're 9. So that's when I started, and I started out taking a woodworking project and a cat.
Wait, you say a cat?
Yeah, a cat.
How did you do on that project?
I got grand champion.
Well, congratulations. I know the grand champion, that's like that's the big one.
Yeah.
So what did you do to the cat to make it grand champion over the course of 9 months?
Well, we had to, I had to bathe him and brush him and all that.
What kind of cat was it?
He was just a domestic short-haired black and white cat, so...
You choose all the hard things. Cross-country, grooming cats. Did you go for the cat in the bathtub?
Yeah.
And it didn't claw your eyes out?
It was okay.
So I guess Bailey Green trains cats, too. So, what are you going to study at Great Falls?
I'm going to study exercise science, and then hopefully it's only an undergraduate program, so then I'll get my graduate in physical therapy.
So you got a scholarship at Great Falls to run cross-country? Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool. So you're kind of close to home, actually. Mm-hmm. So you have your grandmother sitting next to you. And was she an inspiration as you grew up for 4-H, and was she good encouragement for you?
Yeah, she's always been really good support. She's always come to all my track meets, and she comes to the fair every year. Yeah. She helps me with my sewing projects now. And
that's cool.
Yeah.
Do you have brothers, sisters?
I have one sister. She's 13.
Is she in 4-H?
Yes.
Is she loving it too?
Yep. She's been in 4-H as long as I have. So she's been in clover buds and then into actual 4-H.
So from when you started as a little girl in 4-H to where you are now, is this going to be your last year in 4-H then, or yet?
Well, it's my 9th year in 4-H, and usually you go 10 years to get your 10-year buckle, and I want to get my 10-year buckle, so I'll have to come back next year. But I'm doing so many projects this year. I do cat, steer, lamb, and then I have sewing, quilting, woodworking, and then small and large indoor egg. And so next year, when I probably don't have that much time, I'm probably just going to do maybe a sewing project and my cat.
What I like when kids start out 4-H as a young girl and get up to the level that you're at now, and we're now going to college, is you come back and you become a mentor for some of the younger 4-Hers.
Yeah, I love teaching the little girls and boys how to, like I just showed a person how to show a cat 2 days ago, so...
I'd be curious how to show a cat too, to be honest with you. So come to the 4-H fair and watch it.
Yeah.
So, exciting time. So, give us some details on the Muscle Shell Golden Valley 4-H fair and the livestock sale and all that this week, if you could. I know has it started already?
Yeah, I showed my cat yesterday, and he did pretty good. So, and on Monday, we had dog obedience and dog agility, which was really cool because we have this new agility course and it's bigger and better than we had before, and it's just fun to watch the dogs.
So over the course of the weekend, do you lead up to the sale, or how does 4-H projects end for this county fair?
So we have all like the horse and the small animals. They're all judged like Monday through Wednesday, and then on Thursday we do all our indoor projects, so sewing, quilting, cooking, baking,
That's a
woodworking.
full-time job and a half.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. So we have a whole bunch of stuff, and we show all those and interview on them on Thursday, and we also have to have our livestock weighed in on Thursday and down in the barns that day. And then on Friday, we show our livestock, and we have round robin for both large and small animal. And then on Saturday, we have our sale at 10.
So the animals that you sell for the livestock sale, and I ask every 4-H kid I talk to on the radio about this, and the answer is pretty much always the same, so that's why I ask everybody, what's it like selling your livestock off after working with it for so long?
Oh, it's hard.
And I bet it is hard.
I cry every year.
And I guess that's okay. I mean, emotions play a big part in 4-H projects, but it sure teaches you a lot of stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, the main thing with it for me is it's not necessarily about the money for me. I raise my own sheep, and so I just like seeing them grow up and seeing how good they do, and I just enjoy the time that I have with them.
Yeah, and I think I can tell 4-H has probably grown you up a little bit too.
Yeah. I've become way more responsible, and I'm really grateful that I found a program like it.
And a whole bunch of friends, I'm sure, along the way.
Oh, yes.
It's a great way to grow up. All right. Anything else we should know about the Muscle Shell Golden Valley 4-H Fair this week?
I don't know.
Come on out.
Yeah.
Invite everybody on out.
Yeah, come on out.
Well, that's a great place to hang out.
Yeah, we have our indoor projects. People can choose to sell them, so those will go on sale on Friday, and then our livestock sale is at 10 a.m. on Saturday.
Very good. You did really well. Bailey Green. You can maybe take a minor in broadcasting. What's your grandma pointing to? There's one more thing.
There's a buyer's lunch after the sale at 12:30.
Perfect.
And it's good food.
Good luck in college in Great Falls.
Thank you.
All right.
Livin Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
All right, Livin Large Larry live, livinlargelarry.com from Redline Computer Studios in West Billings, across from Goodwill and Terry Porta with us. Hello, Terry.
Hi, Larry.
How are things with you?
Things are going really well.
Before we forget, give us the scoop on Lingering Love.
Lingering
The whole
Love.
company name, a little bit of the background of it.
Okay, so the company, the full name is Terry Porta's Fine Art, presented by Lingering Love Studios, and I create moments that linger, moments we love, with oil paint.
Do you do the oil paint yourself?
I do. I'm an oil painter. I picked it up about three years ago or so, and I had a quiet morning with my son in the winter time, and you know how 3-year-olds are. In the winter time, they want to climb the walls, and I'm looking around the house trying to figure out something for this little guy to do, and we're sitting at the kitchen table. I get out the craft paint, and we start playing around, finger paint, brush paint, whatever we can do, and I'm like, gosh, this is really fun, and I want to definitely explore this a little. So I got a trial set of oils and a canvas, and I've been going ever since.
How many years now?
3 years.
3 years doing this?
Yeah.
We're going to display one of your paintings here for the contest you guys are doing. I see you guys, I'm talking Exit Realty with your hubby, Bill Porta.
Yes.
I've known for years. And talk talk about the event a little bit and don't leave any sponsors out.
Okay.
Who backs you on it and all that
Everything,
stuff.
okay. Well, we have this incredible event going on, and it's a fundraiser to raise money for Zoo Montana. And what happened, how this started was we bought a smart car and wrapped it with our Exit Realty Yellowstone.
Yeah, I see it around town all the time.
Around town, yeah. We tried to get it out quite a bit. My son named it. He named it Selly, Selly.
Oh, cool.
So, and then he sings this little jingle. It's so cute. He's 6 years old, and he's an instant pop star.
He sings this jingle?
Yes.
Oh, I wish I could have a copy of that. It's on
I
Facebook?
would get it to you, yeah.
All right, okay, cool.
Anyways, we have this smart car. We're thinking, what can we do to build its audience, and also, obviously raise money for a couple of really good causes. Our favorite cause in Billings, we have a lot of favorite causes, and there's a lot of great causes going on, but one of our favorites is Zoo Montana, and Bill's on the board at Zoo Montana, so we do a ton of work out there. We love Jeff and all the things that are going on at the zoo, and we like the Boys and Girls Club too. I mean, it seemed like a natural fit to try and fill the smart car with as much sporting goods equipment as we could. So that was the idea. That was what happened, is we decided to try and fill a smart car full of stuff,
Kind of like fill the bus camping.
Yeah, fill the bus camping, kind of. Anyway, so Shields jumped on board. They donated a bunch of sporting goods equipment and balls and racket and tennis and all kinds of stuff for the Boys and Girls Club, and we jammed that thing full of just stuff. And I can barely drive it. So we were thinking of having a trailer for it, but we didn't have one available. Yeah. So I'm driving this thing around town with the balls and
all the equipment
around me, and it got people
impeding your vision.
Yes, and well, I try to keep my mirrors on. Anyways, it's a little car, and it's a lot of fun, and this thing can fit anywhere. Like if you're parking downtown and I wanted to park, I would just, if I wanted to get between two cars to parallel park, I could just go like this, and nobody would hit the front end of it. I would just go straight back.
Yeah, I've seen the car. It's a cute little car.
They're very cute. They're all over Europe, and they're built by Mercedes-Benz, and they're just, top roll ratings, all this stuff.
So for the contest, you packed the smart car. That's a real smart car with sporting goods from Shields. And please tell me that you and Bill do know the number of items in that car. Because I would have packed it to pack it, and then realized the contest was to guess how many items, and then you forgot how many items.
Well, Bill's a genius, so he actually does have the count in his head, and he has not told me, which has made it kind of fun, because like yesterday we were at Shields gathering, guesses and donations and all that stuff, and people were like, well, how much is in it? And I'm like, go up a little, go down a little. I actually don't know.
You don't know. You're getting donations for it, though.
I was like, stop doing that.
Okay, so you have donations for guessing. Minimum $1. I mean, people can donate $10 if they wanted to.
Yeah, they can donate $5,000 if they wanted to. We're taking monetary donations for the zoo.
Okay, so the car's on tour this week.
Yes.
Okay, talk about what the tour is. It's on tour, yeah.
Yeah. So it's on tour. We're going to be at Shields tonight from 3 to 8.
Thursday, 3 to 8.
And then tomorrow on Friday, we're going to the Texas Roadhouse. And they have a little sidewalk right out by their waiting area.
Right, yep.
It'll fit just fine there. It's a small waiting area on the sidewalk. It'll fit just fine.
That starts at 4 o'clock then on Friday.
That starts at 4. We're going to go till, I think, 9. And then Saturday, we're going to be out at the zoo. Okay. So come see us at the zoo. Yeah, we're going to be right at the front doors. And it can just drive right through the front gates. Okay. Just little teeny tiny car. And then Family Fun Day occurs at the zoo, where they have discounted prices to get in the door. Lots of promotion going on about Family Fun Day. And we're going to be right inside the door, of course, raising money for the zoo as well. Okay. Having people guess. And the winners, every single night there's a winner. There's going to be a Texas Roadhouse is giving away a dinner for 2 in a bucket, and the peanuts and all kinds of rub and everything that goes in with their packaging. They're giving out that dinner every single night to the people who get closest to the guests. So there's dinners for 2 every night that is being given out. Then those guesses, everyone who enters is put in for the painting. And I brought this painting in today so that I wasn't sure if you had video or if we just wanted to talk about it, but this is called Quick Shot. It's a 12 by 48 inch, I would say over the mantelpiece. It's got some beautiful grizzling ducks that are migrating over a lake, and I just love the fall colors. They just pop. I can't get enough of doing all the colors. But this is from, you can see down in the right hand corner, there's a little boat with a guy or a gal taking a picture. That's the quick shot of the beautiful wildlife in the lake and the scene and everything that he is seeing. So this is the grand prize. It's an original oil, or work that I've been working on for probably, I would say, I take it off the wall and I start working on it again, dibble dabble with it every once in a while. So it's been about, I would say in the works about 2 years.
It's really nice. That's a great prize.
Yeah, I thought it would just fit with the sporting goods and shields and outdoor.
Outdoor?
Yeah,
That's typical Montana right there.
Yeah, right.
So just to clarify, you'll be at the zoo really all weekend, Saturday and Sunday?
Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
Yep. So we're going to be having a lot of fun there. So we're excited. Both Bill and I are teamed up. I don't know what the zoo is so excited. Now I have heard some rumors, and I'm not going to say they're official, but here's some rumors I thought I like
rumors on my show.
Media.
Okay.
Get it sweet and juicy here. Tomorrow or tonight, we've heard rumor that there's going to be a zoo animal that's going to come out to Shields.
Okay.
With Jeff.
Cool.
So he's thinking of bringing something out so that people can see it.
Wherever Jeff Ewald goes, he usually brings a zoo animal.
Something. And I'm hoping, I mean, maybe you'll hear this, he doesn't bring that cricket thing or the snake, because both creep me out.
Now he'll bring both just for you, Terry Porta.
He totally does, too. He scared me a couple of times with the snake, which he loves to do.
We'll talk about some of your sponsors, including other media sponsors that helped you out with the
Okay, so
campaign.
here's our sponsors list. We have Universal Lending, who is matching $500 to the zoo donation. So whatever we get up to $500, they're going to match us. Then we have, of course, Exit Realty Yellowstone. We have Pillar to Post, who also gave us some monetary funds to help with packing the smart car and advertising and all that. So kudos to them. Texas Roadhouse, Shields, Terry Porter and Green Love, of course. We have radio stations from Connoisseur Radio, which would be the 105, 94.1,
Planet 106.
The Planet, yes, thank you.
And the ESPN.
And the KGH, no, not KGHL.
Well, that's me.
That's you.
KGHL is us.
You're on the other side. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have the 94.97. Yeah, I think I got everybody. 105.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got some great sponsors there that are doing some announcements for us, and of course I said Texas Roadhouse. Yep.
It's on Facebook too. So
it's on Facebook all over the place.
Forms of advertising these days. So this sounds like a lot of fun. Will this become an annual event, do you think?
I don't know. We are just trying it out the first time. We gained about $100 in dollar donations last night. And so that's kind of a lot of people talking to them and getting them to guess, and they pay $1 to guess, and they put their donation in. But what my goal is, and this is just a personal thing, is for the zoo, raise $2,000, $3,000 during this event wouldn't be a bad thing at all, And we think about all the great things that happen and what the zoo brings to this town. I mean, zoos bring thousands of tourists to a town. They have events. They are family enrichment. There's education. There's just tons of great things that the zoo and the Boys and Girls Club does for Montana and for Billings especially. I mean, people come to Billings just to see the zoo.
It's a destination location.
Yeah, it is. It's becoming that. And we're getting new animals. We've got a bunch of new animals here recently, so definitely go out and see what's new at the zoo.
The deal with the Zoo Montana is, I remember years ago back in my second freezing for a reason event where I freeze for 4 days out and camp out. and broadcast radio shows, and it's miserable. And Zoo Montana was my second year doing that in we were having trouble back before this was all the board members back in, must have been 2011.
Okay.
We raised $53,000 just for the awareness campaign.
That's awesome.
And the reason I say that is because look at the interests that people have in Zoo Montana. If there's, ask yourself, and I remember asking this question on the radio years ago for a reason. Ask yourself this: if Zoo Montana were to close down, if it were to close down, how would you feel?
Oh, I'd be horrified.
That's the awareness of it. It's for our local families, our state families, kids, and tourists from abroad, too.
Well, and it's bringing in things like huge events like the Renaissance Fair.
Yeah.
That is the one Renaissance Fair in 3 states. Our Renaissance Fair, and it's at the zoo because the zoo loves the Renaissance Fair, and it goes nuts about the Renaissance Fair. There's tons of other events going on out there all the time.
Great educational things too. Yeah.
It's an event location. It's a venue that people, you can't get that kind of scenery.
There's a big concert. There's a big concert out there this summer.
Yep.
For the second or third year in a row, they're building a big amphitheater. Zoo has to live on no matter what. Or what.
Yes. Yeah.
Year after year after year.
We just love the zoo, and we love all that they represent and what they do to educate our families.
Yeah.
You think about it. Have a fun day with them.
Yes.
It enriches your family. It builds your family. To go to something that is so full of education and so full of surprises.
You can go 3 or 4 times a month, and it's still something different every time
Yes,
you go.
absolutely. Yeah.
So what do you have in your hand there? What do you have?
I have some swag
You got
for you, my dear.
a swag bag.
I got some swag. This is a Terry Porter bag. I wanted to bring to you this little tote, and then I've got some brochures and business cards. This is stuff that I don't know. I just give it. I give out a few things here and there from my art business, and of course here's a business card and my brochure. And a lot of times people don't realize that artists, living artists, they need people to support them. They need people to buy their art. And I'm going to be out doing a bunch of different things. I'll be at the Family Fun Day face painting. Actually, I have a side business, my meat and potatoes, the business that keeps me in shoes. And so I do face painting for the zoo. I'm going to be donating a portion of my expenses this weekend to Zoo Montana. So the cost of $8 to get your face painted, to get your kid's face all decorated up, and this is like with a professional cosmetic kit, with professional painting, with a professional artist. This is a portion of your amount goes to the zoo because I'm donating to the zoo. And then we've got the fair coming up. I'm going to be doing demos all week at the fair.
Where are you going to sit up in the fair?
I'll be at the fine art booth. I have a couple of entry in the professional side of the fine art booth.
Good for you.
Fine art barn, I guess it's what it's called.
Busier than I am.
Then I have, I'll be at Scrap.
Downtown.
At the fair.
At the fair, okay.
Yeah, and then Scrap has a bunch of stuff going on too, and I need to get more involved there. I've got a bunch of art friends who are doing tons of stuff with Scrap, so
I've heard about Scrap.
Heard some good things about Scrap. So
busy Porter family.
Yeah, it's fun. I was gonna mention, Bill runs. I do the support and administrative for the real estate side of our life, and then I go out and I'm building my art business as well, my fine art business as well as the face painting business. So both of us are extremely busy all the time, and I've had people ask me like, well, which one? You got to pick one or the other, and I'm like, well, my passion obviously is the culture and the art and doing this wonderful fine art stuff, but my family, if I didn't have Bill, I would have never been able to start doing the art. And where he scratches my back, I scratch his to make sure that we can both function at the best and highest use of our time and energy. So there's no one thing that hovers over the other. Sometimes my light shines a little brighter with the fine art, and sometimes his light shines a little brighter with the brokerage.
Well, the event you have going on this weekend for Zoo Montana, it's a combination.
Yeah, we get to combine our efforts, and I'm just so proud of him. Without him, I couldn't have probably done any of this stuff with the art, but I'm very, very blessed to be a part of his organization and what he's building with all these awesome realtors. We've got some amazing people on our staff and who are working hard and have a lot of passion. So
you have some fun along the way too.
Yeah.
So the Yellowstone Boys and Girls Club, just to clarify, the smart car full of all these sporting goods, all that stuff goes to them, correct?
Yes, yeah. All that will be a donation to them at the end. And they've actually come out to several of our events. Well, they came out last night and they're planning on coming out several times throughout the tour. And talking about what she was telling me last night that they service 600 kids a day in Yellowstone County, which blew my mind. They take care of so many things for families here in Billings, which got me really excited because I love finding causes that I can get behind. I love families. Face painting, it's all about kids. I love when they're creative. I love when they're learning, educational, and of course, there's just so many fascinating things that kids can be involved in.
Well, give us contact information, phone numbers, websites. Okay. You've got them.
So we've got a Facebook page. You can go to Exit Realty Yellowstone Facebook page. You can go to Selly the Smart Car, and the event's plastered all over Selly the Smart Car. And then you can go to mine, which is Terry. You can connect with me at Terry Porta on Facebook or Lingering Love Studios on Facebook or my Facebook.
Terri.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
You can go to www.terryporta.com. Okay. You can go to exitrealtyyellowstone.com. I mean, we're just plastered everywhere. And our phone number is 406-969-5865. That's at the brokerage. If you have any needs with real estate, we've already had several people come up to us and just want to talk about real estate, not about the cause or what we're doing. They're like, I got a question about real estate. You just happen to be out here. So people love talking about real estate, and we love talking about real estate too. So always welcome.
Well, it's been a fun visit. You got a lot of stuff in.
Yeah, I talk fast. I have to.
Good clarity. All right, Terry Porta, appreciate it. And we'll replay probably in the show tomorrow, and people can go to livinlargelarry.com and see the interview on YouTube as well.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Larry.
From the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana, this is Livin' Large Larry Live.